Still with water, the new shipping season on the St. Lawrence Seaway is off to a very strong start. Despite a lot of economic uncertainty, Simone Gavros has been watching things on the Welland Canal in St. Catharines.
Well, Lynette, it's been a busy season so far. 4.5 million tons of cargo has moved through the Seaway in April. That's a 3.7% increase compared to what we saw last year. And the Hamilton Port Authority is also noticing an increase so far. Here's more from Larissa Fenn.
So HOPA's facilities represent about a third of those commodities that do transit through the St. Lawrence Seaway system. So HOPA's facilities are a good indicator of what is happening overall. And we are up about 17% over the same period last year. That rise is driven by exports of agricultural commodities as well as imports of fertilizer and those construction materials that are essential for civil and residential construction. So we're happy to see strength in that sector, and that would include things like gypsum for wallboard as well as cement and asphalt.
Now, this is how the numbers looked in April. All grain products were up 22%. Liquid bulk saw a 15% gain, and dry bulk saw an increase of 7%. But we did see those declines with iron ore, coal, and general cargo. And the Chamber of Marine Commerce says the latest numbers show how Canadian grain and potash producers have been stepping up to meet increased global demand. The previous season was the longest ever and saw about 37 million tons of goods shipped via the Seaway. That included grain, potash, and steel. The Seaway's president, Jim Athanasiou, says that steady performance shows the corridor continues to support North American trade reliably and efficiently. Now, meantime, the executive director of the Ontario Marine Council says that he was surprised to see these increase in numbers, but there's still a lot of concern when it comes to the 25% tariffs.